Welcome to the City of Douglas Mayor's Junior Council meeting. This will serve as our regular meeting for February the 21st of 2019. Will come to order. Our invocation will be for Mr. Mike Bazell.
Bow your heads. Lord, we come to you tonight, Lord, for this meeting right now, Lord. We ask you to touch the minds, the spirits, and the hearts of this council right now, Lord. Lord, we ask you to be with them as they make the important decisions for our community right now, Lord. Lord, we ask you to be at the forefront of this meeting right now, Lord, as they do your work, Lord. And we just give you all the praise and glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. We will now have our Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and face the flag as our AYM ambassador young men.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sirs, could you turn to me, please? Thank you.
You may be seated. We will now have our approvals of our meetings. The minutes of our last meeting will be read by our junior clerk, City Clerk Tierra Thorough.
These minutes are from January 17, 2019, meeting at 6 o'clock in the City of Douglas Commission's chambers. There was 7 present and 6 absent. The Mayor's Youth Council was called to order by Junior Mayor Asia Denning. Westward Church of God, Pastor Brett Peavy gave the invocation. The Pledge of Allegiance was led by members of the Ambitious Young Men program. The minutes from November 15, 2018 was presented by Tierra Thrower, City Clerk. A motion to approve the order of the minutes was made by Junior Commissioner Samantha Martin. Second by Junior Mayor Pro Tem Savannah Cotton. The motion was unanimously carried. Denitra Williams, NYC Teen Court Coordinator, gave her condolences to the Myers family. She also talked about Teen Court, while also sharing some information about the Douglas Coffee County Teen Court. Ian Sansott, Assistant DA Teen Court Judge, appeared before the Junior Commission. Asia Denning, Junior City Mayor, introduced the Junior Commissioner Ashanti Glover as the Youth Spotlight of the Month. She requested names for outstanding youth from anyone that is aware of one of their community, church, or organization. Denitra Williams, NYC and Teen Court Coordinator, introduced Alphine Walker, American Legion Post 515 Commander, as Career Spotlight of the Month. Samantha Martin gave an update of events for the City of Douglas. She also gave an update on social media for the MYC. The Junior Commission gave closing comments and shared a MLK quote. Motion to adjourn was made at 7 o'clock p.m. and was passed unanimously.
We will now have our approval of, our minutes have, we now make a motion to approval of our minutes.
I, Samantha Martin, first that motion.
I, Tierra Throw, second.
Our minutes have been first and second. We will now turn over our meeting to Ms. Denitra Williams for discussion recognitions.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And thank you all for coming and sharing this time with us for our regular session meeting with the Mayor's Youth Council. I have several announcements to make. One is that we are in the process of the next term of Mayor Youth Council members. So we're still taking applications until the actually end of this month. So if you have a young person that is in 9th grade to 12th, or will be this coming year, who may be interested, this is an awesome opportunity for growth, for them to learn team building, team leadership, just leadership skills in general. So I welcome you to take the opportunity. Give me a call if you have additional questions about what the requirements are to become a member. Also, you can come up here to City Hall and get an application. But my number is 912-331-9398, and I will be glad to answer any questions regarding Mayor's Youth Council. Additionally, regarding teen court, we're still seeking jurors. That's from 6th grade to 12th. So if you have a young person that's interested in government or the judicial system or law, that is a perfect environment for them to come and learn and get actual hands-on experience, because they actually meet with lawyers, they get input regarding cases. It is not a mock program. They're not mock trials. They are actual trials that they conduct. The jurors, they deliberate, they look at the law, they look at the punishments, and they make a decision based on the frame that's given them regarding that case. So this is, once again, an awesome opportunity for your youth to get involved in the community. So with that being said, I also want to recognize actually one of our teen court members who has been faithful from the very beginning of our program. She was there at orientation. She was there when we had the interviews. She was there when we had our first session, our mock session, as well as the hearings that we've had since. And if Jaylene Debro would come forward with our Mayor Pro Tem. And it says the City of Douglas Mayor's Youth Council acknowledges Jaylene Debro for your outstanding dedication within the Douglas Coffee County community. Your service is greatly appreciated. Congratulations from the City of Douglas Mayor's Youth Council. Congratulations. And we do appreciate what you've done for teen court, as well as she has been one of our recruiters, because she brought additional young ladies to participate as jurors for teen court, and we thank you. Additionally, I would like to set out an invitation within the community. We look forward to acknowledging young people in our community that are doing awesome things, regardless if it's athletically, academics, within their organization, within the community, within your church. If you know of a young person who stands out and is doing outstanding things, please give us a call. We would love the opportunity to recognize them. And with that, I'll give my quote of the month, which is by our 44th President, Barack Obama, in lieu of our Black History Awareness this month. Change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for something or some time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So our change starts with us, and that's what we're trying to do in the city of Douglas, starting with our youth.
As is said with the Youth Spotlight, we recognize every one of our members on the Mayor's Youth Council at every meeting. In this meeting, we want to recognize Miss Anna Escobar for the Youth Spotlight. It says, this certification is presented to Anna Escobar, an outstanding Mayor's Youth Council member and youth in the community. Your dedication is greatly appreciated. Congratulations from the City of Douglas Mayor's Youth Council, given the 21st day of February 2019. Thank you. We will now have Mr. David Hudges to the Chamber of Commerce to talk about your Main Street program.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name's Dave Hughes, and I'm the Main Street Project Director for downtown Main Street, working for the Chamber of Commerce. And just wanted to present to you some of the things that we're doing recently in the Main Street district. I think one of the things, Blondell may be passing out some sheets to you right now, just to let you know where the Main Street district of downtown Douglas lies. That map will show you that Main Street is mostly the historic district of downtown Douglas. Starting at the south end, or excuse me, north end around Jackson Street, or close to around the Methodist Church. Going south to Cherry Street, just past the railroad tracks, around Harris Furniture. And then on the west side goes over to Columbia Avenue, behind, that's the road that runs behind SunTrust Bank. And then on the east side, it goes over as far as Gaskin Avenue. So that's what's considered Main Street Historic District Douglas. Okay? My job is to concentrate in that area and to focus on 4 points. And I believe Blondell has passed out those 4 points to you. The 4 points being, this here, the 4 points that Main Street concentrates on is economic vitality, design, promotion, and organization. Economic vitality is quite simply the economic vitality of Main Street, which is all of our retail businesses and dining establishments in downtown, what that area takes in. And I concentrate on the economic vitality of that area of historic downtown Douglas. I brought some pictures that we used at a presentation to Department of Community Affairs last week up in Atlanta. And I couldn't pass these out because I only had one of each. But if you'd like to see them after the presentation, I'll give you these and you can move them across the desk to you. But historic preservation is simply projects like the Coffee County Bank that is right now under renovation. But it's going to be preserved historically because the exterior of the building is not going to be touched. But inside, there will be renovations made to the insides of that building, and presently there will be offices on the first floor, offices on the second floor, and possibly apartments on the third floor. Okay. So, the second thing that's going on downtown as a project is the old Creamery building. Everyone know where that's at? You don't know where the Creamery was? The ice cream plant?
Right down in front of Harris.
Well, there's a lot of activity down there, been going on for quite some time. But the old creamery, on the left side is how the creamery looked about 6 months ago. On the right side is how it looked a week ago. By all means, you should go down there and take a look at it, because it's probably the biggest piece of historic preservation we have at this time. A gentleman by the name of David Barnador, he owns the property, and he is the one investing the finances in it to bring it to what it's going to be. Originally, this building only consisted of about 3 walls. The front wall, the wall facing the tracks, and then there's a structure behind it that those structures are still there. He's preserved those, and then on the inside, everything is being built brand new from the inside up. Okay? In this particular building, along with the historic preservation, the first floor will house Johnny's Pizza. They'll be relocating to this building probably within the next 2-3 weeks. And that's where they'll be located now, in the old creamery building. There's a sign up on the corner of the building right now. It has been named officially the Creamery Building. So, okay. But if you haven't seen it, it is a piece of historic preservation that it would behoove you to stop down that way and take a look at it. Okay. Especially the part where a gentleman by the name of Lee Mobley, I'm sure there's a few people in this room that know him. He has restored and preserved the ice cream plant logo on the side facing the tracks. He has restored all that, and it's completed now. And that's another piece of history that would be something to go back and look at. Okay. You've seen that, right?
I've seen that.
So, again, that's the old creamery, and again, this is a part of historic preservation as well as design. This is what keeps Main Street District, historic area, as it should be. Okay. Rather than just come in with a bulldozer and tear it all down. And that's what we're trying to stop doing. Okay. The back side of the creamery is this structure here. Work will begin on this next after the front side's done. And this part is possibly going to be more retail shops facing the railroad tracks. So again, more retail shops brought to downtown Main Street is economic vitality. Okay. Just a piece of the past historic preservation was the train depot. That was done many years ago. Okay. But that is another segment of historic preservation in the Main Street District. Another part of economic vitality is the shops at Tip Top. That's a new development. It falls within the Main Street District. It sits behind the Tip Top Deli. There's 16 shops back there, and pretty much all of them are open for business. So again, it's another part of economic vitality for downtown Main Street Historic District. Okay. And this is just all that's been happening in the last 6 to 12 months. Okay. So there's a lot more coming. Another part of economic vitality for downtown Main Street is what was started last year by having First Friday nights. The first Friday of each month, merchants stay open late. Dining establishments stay open late. There's entertainment brought downtown, and we'd love to see you young people down there joining us. I'm not sure if you have, but we'd love to see you all down there too. But it's not just for adults. Okay? So, and if there's any suggestions that your group has as to what could we bring to Main Street that may help us invite the young people down to Main Street more often. Before I leave, I'll make sure you have my card, and you can call me, email me, stop by the Chamber of Commerce. Generally, I'm always there. But and we'll talk about it, because that's what we're looking for, is any ideas that what we can offer. Maybe there's a retail shop that we're not thinking of, or someone's not thinking of, that may be good, in downtown business suggested. And then we can go out and possibly look for that type of business, or look for an entrepreneur that's willing to invest in that business. Economic vitality and promotion. Promotion is one of the 4 points also. And again, promotion is simply the shops being open late and entertainment. The Hometown Harvest last year, another segment of downtown promotion. And then Christmas Open House, another segment of promotion, as well as economic vitality and community involvement. And the holiday Christmas windows downtown. If you didn't get a chance to walk downtown last year and just look at the storefronts in the evening at dark, even though they're closed, they all leave their lights on, and they all leave all their holiday lights up. It is a, for lack of a better term, last year I kind of called it a Hallmark moment. Okay? And that's the atmosphere trying to create is, I try to model some of the things I think of as after the Hallmark moment. Because I think we'd all like to live in a Hallmark community. I want to know where that town is. And hopefully maybe we can make this town the Hallmark moment. Lastly, there is a, if you've ever driven over here on Madison Street, there is a big empty vacant lot that sits between BG Travel, Trophy World, and Eves. Right now, we have grass growing there. And there is a proposal for that to be what's called a small pocket park. Plans in the making for it. Not sure when we're going to be able to actually get started, but the property has been cleared and leveled and almost landscaped, right, Glenda? Okay. So there are a lot of discussions, but we have some ideas on the table. But that will be a downtown, what's called a downtown pocket park. In urban areas, it's a area known as green space. So when the plans are put together on this, we'll have these available for everybody to take a look at. One that's already done, which we would basically call it a pocket park, it's called Atkinson Plaza over on Peterson Street. So if you think a lot of people go there for selfies in the waterfalls, I guess. Christmas time, graduation. I think I've seen some graduations with it. So, but that's pretty much the start of, I'd say the start of the Main Street program, because I've just started. I started in November, and but I work with the Chamber of Commerce, and we work as a team on everything that we do. So I think you'll see a lot of things, good things coming to Main Street Douglas. And again, nothing better than including you young people in that program. So by all means, like I say, I'll have my cards for you. Give me a call. Okay. I think that's it. Lastly, I'm going to put a plug in for Chamber of Commerce is hosting a new event this year that's not been done in Douglas before. It's called the Taste of Douglas. It's going to be held over at the Central Square Complex, and that's going to be April the 11th from 5 to 8. That we are inviting all the restaurants in Douglas and in Coffee County to participate as vendors, and they will be at the Central Square Complex setting up tables of food, samplings, small portion sizes for people. Tickets will be available. They're available now at the Chamber. Is there anywhere else right now, or is it just Chamber office? Chamber office now, right? But tickets are available right now. $15 a person, 2 for $25. So let your dates know, and they can bring you up there for a nice date at the Taste of Douglas. But right now we have 10 restaurants signed up that are committed to be there, and we're looking for approximately 30 to 40. So it should be a good event. There'll be entertainment, and there'll be a silent auction that night. We have quite a few prizes rolling in every day. But that's all I have for you. Like I say, it's all new.
Thank you.
Thank
If there's a
Thank you.
vendor that is interested in, the Taste of Douglas, what do they need to do?
They can just contact me, or anybody at Chamber.
At the
We're
chamber?
all working on it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a team approach.
Okay.
So, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We will now have the Parks and Recreation update from Mr. Stevie Young.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Great. I tell you, it's a great time to be a citizen of Douglas Coffee County, especially related to Parks and Recreation. We're about to take on one of the largest building projects in the city of Douglas, Coffee County history, and relates to Parks and Recreation. We have close to $7 million that's going to be spent on parks and facilities, swimming pool for the city of Douglas. We will have a new swimming pool, 8-lane swimming pool, new pool house, a miracle field along with a miracle league. Miracle League will deal with our special needs kids in our programs, be more inclusive for them. The swimming pool that's down there now, and that pool house, was what I understand, was constructed around 1950-ish, mid 1950, way before our time, my time too, you know. So we're gonna be constructing a new swimming pool house, along with that Miracle Field complex that will be at the Davis Wade Park. We're gonna be spending close to $4 million on a new baseball, softball complex at the Municipal Park at the old fairground there. And I say just a great time. We constantly upgrading and renovating our existing facilities. As the gentleman just spoke, the chamber in Downtown Development Group will be using Central Square Complex for the Taste of Coffee or Taste of Douglas or Taste of whatever it is. You know, it's going to be at Central Square Complex, you know. And we just have a cornucopia of activities going on within the city of Douglas in the Parks and Recreation. Not to put the gentleman on the spot, Mr. Mike Bazell is on our Recreation Commission. Of course, you know what he's doing in young men in the community. But once again, there's just another person that's tied in with Parks and Recreation that's doing some great and wonderful things, you know. And not only for the youth of our community, Parks and Recreation with Gina Gills, with our special activities, our special program person, have Red Hat clubs, water fitness, water aerobics, chair exercises. You know, basically we can cover you from ages age 5 to 95. You know, we can offer a program for you, and that's what it's all about. It really is, you know, support of the city, support of the county, and of course, you young people being involved. We have members of the Mayor Youth Council that are employees for us, and they're great employees. I'm not gonna call their name, but they do a great job working for us, and we're blessed here in the city of Douglas to have a progressive mayor and commission and leadership in the county to invest in Parks and Recreation, invest in the future. That's what it's about. You know, I can't get out and play football or the baseball, all that type of stuff, but we can try to prepare the way for our future generations, the young people that's really, young lady that's doing great things in the community. It was all about us having an opportunity, having facilities in places that she can be proud of, our citizens, our community can be proud of, and not say we went to Waycross or Ware County, tumbling shows. We went to Valdosta. They had such a great facility. Why we don't have it? You know, we'll finally be getting all this. The anticipated start date is in August, and we should have all our projects completed in December 2019. It's an ambitious target line to get everything completed, but we're hoping and praying and we're gonna speak it into existence, and you know, we're looking forward to it. You know, wow, it's great. I tell you, a recreation director can be as popular or unpopular as the IRS, a tax person sometime, or it could be a great job. You know, you love us or hate us, you know, but we really try to do the best we can do. We don't always get it right. We do not always get it right. But I tell you, you know, we're striving to that mark, pressing towards that mark to accommodate all the citizens of our community. You know, we have a diverse community, and we have diverse programming. You know, so I just, you know, anytime I can come forward and speak about Parks and Recreation and what we're doing in our community, I jump at that opportunity. And I will close by saying this: when people think of Parks and Recreation here in the city of Douglas, we are unique. They think about baseball, softball, the athletic events, but we know we maintain the facilities in the city of Douglas. You know, if they're in bad shape, that's on us. They're in great shape, that's on us. you know, the downtown area. That's that's all on our umbrella. You know, so we accept that challenge and we will rise to the occasion to make sure the citizens and the residents and the people that visit our community and visit our parks, when they leave our facilities and leave our community, they're gonna go back and say, hey, you know what? Wow, the city of Douglas, they're doing it right. So they'll go to their community and say, why we're not doing like Douglas? Why we're not doing like Coffee County? Instead of we coming back and saying, wow, we should have this. Why we're not doing like so and so? So we're raising the bar. We're raising the bar, and it's all because, you know, quality young people like you all. Ms. Williams right here doing a great job, giving her time and investing in you all, and that's what it's all about. You know, that's the legacy, right there. How we can help our brothers and sisters, our young people. What will we leave? That's the legacy. All right. Thank you all. So hey, I'm open to any questions.
I think you covered everything.
And I was kind of hyped up, geared up. I had a little youth baseball team practicing, so the little kids had to kind of like I've been on caffeine in me, you know, with those kids. But great. Yes, ma'am. You was about to ask me something, I believe.
About the pool.
Yes, ma'am.
This gonna still be in the same location?
Yes, everything will be the same. Yes, ma'am. We'll be at the same location. We have that same footprint. The Davis Wade, the baseball field will be a miracle field or a synthetic turf. My young man right here, I will say, was one of the reasons why we really stepped up to the plate. You know, so you know you were instrumental in being involved in our programs, and you were involved, but we really couldn't do what we need to do for you. So you may not get a chance to go to that miracle field, but you being involved and being around, you really urged us to go along. Of course, your mama. Well, you know, your mama was so I will say that. Okay, yeah, of course, but really, you know, and it's great. But yes, ma'am, it will be at the Davis Wade, that at the complex there. All of it will be there. Yes, ma'am.
And they will be able to have competitions, swimming competitions?
Yes, ma'am. There will be 8 or 10 lane pool. Don't quote me on that. I want to say an 8 lane pool. I think it'll be an 8 lane pool. Yeah, a competition pool. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that's additional revenue.
Additional revenue, absolutely. People coming in and eating here, getting gas here, staying here. It all works hand in hand with the chamber. You know, it works hand in hand with the chamber. We're all about hoping. Typically, they want to know what type of school system you have, education schools, recreation facilities. You know, want to know what are their kids going to do? What kind of leisure services you all provide? And we are, like I said, we're raising the bar. And we're not doing it alone. We have a great staff also. You know, we have a staff and support staff. Ms. Blondell, put up the information office. You know, I gotta say that we finally made it into the 20th century. We can register online. You can get registered online there in the city of Douglas. You know, you don't have to actually come out. So we don't want to hear now. Oh, we didn't know about it. What's the deadline? No, you can register at home, at the comfort of your own home. You know, please visit City of Douglas website and get registered. Okay, that's what it's all about. Hey, we're moving on up. What's that Jefferson theme song? We're moving on up. All right. I'm good.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will now have the junior public information reports from our Anna Escobar.
Okay, thank you. Well, we will have our our monthly meetings for the Mayor's Youth Council the third Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. The next commissioners meeting will be Monday, February 25th at 7 p.m. here at City Hall. The city is also looking for motivated individuals interested in keeping America Beautiful team here in Douglas. If you are interested, please call Christian at 912-383-0277. We have two junk drop-off dates each month. The dates are every 1 and 3rd Saturday. March dates are March 2nd and March 16th at the City Pool Yard, located behind the postal office. The Recreational Department is hosting the GRPA District 2 basketball tournament this weekend, February 22nd and the 23rd at the Central Square Gym. Youth Track Ceramics Fitness registration is underway at the Recreation Department. You can go sign up at the recreation programs at www.cityofdouglas.com/registrations. Commit to Be Fit walks are every Tuesdays and Thursdays at Wheeler Park at 5:15 p.m. We do also have some job opportunities for anybody who is looking for the opportunity to get a job and receive some form of income or possibly just to get some extra cash. We have 2 full-time job openings at Mechanics Level 3 and in Mechanics Maintenance and Police Oriented Officiant at Douglas Police Department. We have one part-time job open at part-time firefighter / volunteer. To apply online, go to www.cityofdouglas.jobs. You can apply in person at City Hall, located at 224 East Bryan Street. There are some bid opportunities. Several bids are available online at www.cityofdouglas.com/jobs. And that will be it. Okay. Next on the agenda, we will discuss the here, let me pull it out. The teen dating. What's the actual name? The Teen Dating Bill of Rights. As part of this month, we'll be celebrating kind of just awareness for any dating violence, just so you're aware that you do have rights in relationships, and some of the rights you do have is to be treated with respect always. You should also know that my body and my thoughts and opinions are and property. Stay in touch with my friends, spend time away from my partner, change my mind at any time, and make new friends.
Other rights you have are to leave a relationship, not to be abused emotionally, physically, verbally, or sexually, be an equal, say no and or disagree, be happy with myself, and know who I am.
You have the right to know who I am dating, be loved, be cared about, have a high self-esteem, and a healthy dating relationship.
I have the right to protect myself, to be assertive on a date, to refuse the S word or any physical contact, get angry when my rights are being violated.
Also make my own choices and refuse alcohol and drugs. We will now have the read off the pledge to it. And it says, always treat my partner with respect. Never hurt my partner physically, verbally, sexually, or emotionally. Encourage my partner to pursue his or her dreams. Support him or her emotionally. Communicate, not manipulate. Set responsibilities for myself and my actions. Encourage my partner to maintain his or her individuality. Respect myself and my partner. Be honest with each other. We will now have our discussion questions. Is there any discussion? Now we will have the NYC, the Mayor's Youth Council members' comments, and we will start with Miss Anna.
Thank you. I would like to start off with a quote from Booker T. Washington saying, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed." That means a lot for a youth, now that, especially in this season where we have a whole bunch of competitions and a variety of, whether that's region, state, local level. I mean, it's so important for us to try to achieve success that we also do have to keep in mind that we will be faced with obstacles. We will have to be facing obstacles not only in competition but also in life. And so we should always take that into consideration when this is all occurring. Some upcoming events that I know are occurring are TSA and FBLA state competitions. And then I would also like to congratulate all swim members who took part in their state events. And I mean, they did really well this year. So congratulations to everybody who competed. And even if you broke some personal records and you might not have done the best out of the entire state, you know what, you made a achievement on your own. I would like to thank everybody who attended this meeting. We really appreciate everybody coming out, taking time. They're taking their time out of the day and just kind of understanding what we do and what we are trying to push for. I am really proud of all the success we've had this year. We are making impacts as part of the youth. Every day it happens. We come here, we say these things. We're sometimes maybe not fully heard, and we're still trying to get the word out there of a lot of the opportunities, whether that be type of job opportunities, things that they can take part in the community events, such as the the Douglas Taste, the Taste of Douglas. That will occur in April the 11th from 5 to 8. I think that's a great opportunity for everybody to kind of understand some of the businesses located here in Douglas and get to try some amazing food. I think that'd be it. I'll hand it off.
Miss Samantha?
Well, I'm going to start with a quote of one of my favorite men, Barack Obama, in honor of Black History Month. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Now I'd like to thank all of you that came. I'd also like to thank everyone that spoke. Y'all really make this meeting. And today, early this morning, some Coffee High School students competed in Region Literary Comp in Warner Robins. We were exhausted. We placed third overall, only 2 points behind Houston County. We had 2 first place awards, one being a personal essay and the other the girls trio for singing, and 1 second, the boys quartet, and then many third places and 1 or 2 fourth, but we did well. And on a less, sad note, more sad note, this past weekend, Coffee High School lost a student, really caring girl. Her name was Caroline Smith. She was a friend of many. She was a high school cheerleader, and I would like to express my condolences and prayers for her loved ones. That's all for me.
Thank you. Tiara?
I'd like to thank everybody who spoke today, and thank you for coming. And thank you for trying to making Douglas better. Some things that we have coming up. March 12th, they're celebrating Mortician of the Year, Sydney Harrell. And ROTC has their Area 12 Championship on March the 2nd, Saturday. My quote is, "You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas." From Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman elected to Congress and the first female to run for president.
I would like to thank everybody for coming out, and I just want to say, it seems like everything that we hear nowadays is bad and negative, and that's not true at all, because we have people sharing stuff with us all the time about how good Douglas is and stuff that's happening and how things are not bad. And we all have the choice to wake up every single day and say, this is going to be a good day or this is going to be a bad day. I'm going to focus on the good or I'm going to focus on the bad. And I know for a fact that I, too, do that. I wake up and I think, oh, I have to go to work or I have to go to school, instead of saying, oh, I get to go to school or I have a job that gives me money. And I just feel like everybody should, focus on that. And, life is not bad. We should just be happy. You can look at stuff, and it's easy to turn bad stuff into good stuff, just as well as it is for us to turn bad stuff into, good stuff into bad stuff and bad stuff into good stuff. And I just want to share this quote. "I feel safe in the midst of my enemies, for the truth is all powerful and will prevail." That's Sojourner Truth, and that kind of stuff is the stuff we need to live by. Thank y'all.
I just want to say thanks to everybody that came tonight. We really appreciate y'all being here and supporting us. Thank y'all for speaking with us tonight. We understand a lot more into the community, and I just feel like a lot's going to change, and there's a lot of good here. Congratulations to y'all that won the Youth Spotlight. And one thing that you hear a lot lately is so much bad has been happening lately in our community, and a lot of us want to let that get to you, but instead we understand what's happening now, and it's our life now. We have to live every day to the fullest, and instead of having so much disagreement with each other, love each other, show each other how much you appreciate them. Even if it's a little bit, that little bit actually means something, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. My quote for today for the Black History Month is, "You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right," from Rosa Parks. I also want to say that a few weekends ago, 4-H went to Southeast District at Rock Eagle DPA. A lot of the junior and senior 4-Hers competed, and we got a lot of first, second, third places. Myself got first place, and I will be going to state this summer. So I'm very excited. And I also just want to say congratulations to everybody else who has been doing good. And I just thank you very much. There being no further business to come before the junior commissioners and the meeting, may I have a motion to adjourn?
I, Samantha Martin, first that motion.
I, Alexis Davis, second that motion.
The motion has been first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Can we take credit?